Well, hello there, brothers and sisters of WoT Blitz universe. You're watching WoT Blitz Addict again. Welcome back to the channel. And it's Sunday again. And since it's Sunday, we're gonna have the viewers mastery replays. And today's episode, we're gonna give some respect to the elders. That's right. We're gonna have three low tier battles, low tier masteries. First is the Locust, driven by Luna the Hellhound, and we're gonna have also BT-2 from Luna and Kenny from Taze the Nuke. And as you can see, there's not much to say about those low tier tanks. They basically all the same. They are quite mobile. The guns are more or less accurate, but the damage is really fun. It's just like you're gonna shoot and just keep shooting till your enemy finally just dies. Of course, it takes some time because you have this just epically low alpha, and you just keep shooting and shooting. So maybe it's not very fun to watch for those players who play a lot in this game, but it's still, I think it's worth showing because there are a few newcomers. We have a lot of newcomers right now, and they playing those low tiers, so maybe they can learn something from it, how to play properly, how to deal with those enemies. And still, it's fun to watch, even for those players who are playing for quite a long time in this game, because they rarely see these tanks in the videos, and at the same time they're not playing as much, and they can see those tanks here because they are all collector tanks. They've been removed from the tech tree. That means that for the older players, you had them, or you played them, or you still have them, but still it's fun to watch them. And for the newer players, of course, they can at least see those tanks in action, because they don't have, after update 5.5, they don't have chance to play them. So I found it just useful to put it here, and it's gonna be just simply fun to look at those baby tankies just rolling around the battlefield in their duel to the death. And so it's hard to talk about them, so maybe I will give you something interesting. I found out that like 80% of you guys that are watching my videos aren't subscribed. So I have a heartfelt request to all you guys. If you be so kind to just subscribe to my channel, that will mean I would reach over 1,000 subscribers, and that will lead to getting some monetization maybe from the YouTube, and that will give me a chance to make some giveaways for you all guys, so you can win some premium tanks, because I don't have any monetization. I don't have any money from doing this channel and giving you the videos, and it would simply give me opportunity to do something for you. So once more, I would be really glad if you would subscribe. And back to the games, we have a Kenny. And the Kenny, probably most of the players, even the new players, heard about Kenny Otsu. And Kenny is basically the tech tree version of Kenny Otsu. And it seemed to be fun tank to play. The reload is quite nice. You have autoloader containing 2 shells. That differentiates the Kenny Otsu from Kenny, because Kenny Otsu have 3 or 4, as I remember, maybe 4. But yeah, it's still a good tank. In skill hands, you will see that it can be effective. Because Taze the Nuke just flew at me with the masteries from Kenny, and he got them just one by one, playing, I think he has like 70% win rate in this tank, and he had like over 10 masteries or even more in 25 games. So that means he just mastered this tank every second game, and it's just feels like it's good. I hope all your experienced players won't silk load this tank, because most of you that have played the game for a longer time already have it in garage. So yeah, it looks like it's very effective tank on low tiers, and it looks like it is. You will see one more mastery in the mastery section, in the mastery replays, because I left. I have like 4 or 5 of them. You probably gonna see them on the endgame channel, and Luna the Hellhound just started the channel, so probably she will also have at least one of those. So if you want to watch a lot of Kenny, then you can just hop on the channels and just check what are they showing. And yeah, it's really important to be quite skilled to play this tank, because it has nice DPM, it has nice gun, it has fast reload and 2 shells in the clip, but it's still not armored. It's the most of the tanks on those low tiers aren't armored, let's be honest. But even though he was a bottom tier here, if you know how to preserve your hit points, if you know how to play it correctly, then you will be very effective in it. By the way, I thought of a new series. Hope you will like it. The first, maybe you will give me your requests in the comment section. I think below this video would be okay. I thought of some kind of comparison between let's say same tier, same class tanks in a way that we're gonna just compare 2 tanks, and we're gonna just simply talk about the pros and cons, and we're gonna check which one is better. If you have any ideas which 2 tanks you wanna see in the first video, then yeah, it would be cool if you give me your response in the comment section below this video, or joining my Discord. I will probably make a poll on my Discord, so you can vote for tanks. I will probably give you probably we're gonna give a chance to pick the tanks for all you guys, and then we're gonna make a pool from those that you listed. Which one will get the most votes probably will end up in the first or in the second video. It depends how much votes I will get at the beginning. If not, we're gonna just simply pick some 2 tanks for the first episode. You will check if you like this kind of video, and then you can vote for the next one. It's simple as that. But first of all, I want to tell you what I expect from you, like which type of comparison I want to make. Like, we're taking 2 similar tanks, let's say RU-251 and the German Bulldog. They are quite similar. They have similar gun depression, similar mobility, similar HE pan, similar guns, and so on. And I wanted just those tanks who are close to each other. Like, I mean, like, they are comparable, because it's gonna be hard to compare, let's say, VK450102A with, let's say, E75 or Tiger 2. They are completely different tanks, and this kind of comparison won't be really won't do any good for all you guys. If you want to compare, just compare 2 closest tanks you can think of, like VK100 and VK186. The premium version. It doesn't mean that both tanks have to be the Tech 3 ones. We can also compare premium tanks to Tech 3 tanks, like the Canavan to Canavan Action X. The comparison is it's gonna be fun. It's not gonna be reliable in this particular example. But like RU-251 against the German Bulldog, it would be really fun. I think it would make you decide whatever you like the German Bulldog. Is it worth to take the German Bulldog if you can get the Tech 3 version like the RU-251? And That's the case. Same with the TD, same with the heavies, same with the mediums. I want every classes. You can just vote for whichever tanks you want, but give me just give me a couples. Like, don't give me one tank and let me think of what you want to compare it to. The best idea would be if you give me two tanks or few tanks at least, which I can just pick the closest, comparing the stats of those two tanks, so we have some useful information from it for the newer players or for the players that don't have a lot of tanks and they're wondering if it's worth taking that tank over other tank. It simply would be nice to, I think, to do some kind of series like that. Tell me if you like the idea, if you want to watch this kind of videos, like comparisons, the battle between two tanks. Like, we're gonna play some games and just gonna compare and give you our opinions on both tanks, so you can just pick one at least, and or just make an opinion or in general about the tank, and at the same time which one you will prefer more to other, let's say. And we're getting closer to the end of this video. Hope you enjoyed those low tier masteries. It was quite fun to show you them, but we simply can't talk much about those low tier tanks because they are pretty much comparable to each other, and it's really hard to tell you about anything in general that differentiates them, because there's not really much that does. So basically, this will be the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed it, guys. Thanks for watching. I would really appreciate once more if you can subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you won't miss another episode. We are gonna see another mastery replays, viewers mastery replays next Sunday. If you want to send me your replays, please join my Discord. The link will be in the description below, same as my Facebook profile, where I just post my videos, same with the links to YouTube. So if you prefer using Facebook, you can do it. Once more, thanks for watching, take care, bye bye, and catch you all on the battlefield.